up? So, oh my gosh, last week was absolutely crazy. If you saw on any of my other platforms, you know the kind of madness that I was going through, right? So, the week before last, I ended up picking up my car, and then that Saturday, so the 26th, driving my car fresh out of the dealership, and the same light that went off before, the reason it was in the dealership, goes off again. So not even a full week of having the car back, I had to end up taking it back. So on Tuesday, Wednesday time frame, I think it was, I ended up taking the car back, and we come to terms with the fact that we have to buy a new car on Friday. So that was my weekend, which is why this is coming to you a little late, or at least being recorded a little late. It's being recorded on a Monday night, before swim practice and everything like that. But I can officially say, Mama's got a new car! So I got a Jeep 2022 Jeep Compass, and I'm in love with it. Love it, love it, love it so much. Pretty much made the dealership eat the car that they continually tried to fix, and became a money pit for me. And I ended up getting a whole bunch of book mail last week. So let's jump into that really, really quickly. So this is from Simon and Schuster. I don't remember requesting anything from them. However, that doesn't mean that I didn't get something from them. And it looks like, wow, okay. I know I didn't request this because it doesn't look like something that I would read. But let's see, what is it? Just by looking at him, by Ryan O'Connell. Simon & Schuster, what are we doing right now? It says that Elliot appears to be living the dream of a successful TV writer with a doting boyfriend, but behind his Instagram filter of a life, he's grappling with an intensifyingly alcohol addiction. He can't seem to stop cheating on his boyfriend with various sex. Oh, sweet Lord, this is not something that I will be reading. Yeah. No, Simon Schuster. What list did I get on to get this? Sorry, Simon & Schuster. I probably will not be reading this. This is written by Ryan O'Connell, is an Emmy-nominated creator, writer, and star of Netflix special, which is based on his memoir, I'm Special, and Other Lies We Tell Ourselves. He's also written for other shows such as Will and Grace, Awkward, Peacock's Queer as Folk revival, which he stars in. Okay, still, no, what? What? Why would I even get this? I don't know. Let me know down in the comment section if that's something that you might want to enjoy, and I might send it to you, because, really? Then I got this package right here from Amazon, it looks like, and looks like it's something that someone else sent me, because I have it arranged on my account so that when things are sent to me via Book Fairy, or someone else is sending it to me, gifting it to me, it gets sent to my address, but under a different name. So let's see, what was, oh my god, there is no note, but I am so stoked right now. This is the SWAT Bundle by Peyton Banks. Oh my god, it includes Dirty Tactics, Dirty Ballistics, and Dirty Operations. This is the first 3 books in her SWAT series, guys. I'm so excited about this. Oh, here's a little thing. Oh, Peyton sent this to me. Thank you. Oh, I'm so excited. So I already have it in audiobook, and I can't wait to listen to it. I read book number 6 in this series and absolutely loved it. The pulse that Peyton has on the law enforcement aspect of it is spot on. And y'all know that I am very particular about that. So, I can't wait to get in these 3 books. And then there are so that's 3 here. Then 4 and 5 I need to read. I'll read. And then I've already read 6, and then 7, 8, and 9, I think, are the newest ones that are coming out. But regardless, I can't. Thank you, Peyton. Oh my goodness, so happy about that. Then I received this package from Valentine PR, and let's see what they sent me. Alrighty. Sure I don't. Okay, so they sent me a copy of Give Me a Reason by A.L. Jackson, as well as Say It's Forever by A.L. Jackson. Thank you so much, Valentine PR Company. I love these covers. The books that I have read by A.L. Jackson before, I have really enjoyed, and these, I can't wait to jump into these. Thank you again so much for sending them to me. And then the final package is someone book buried me from TikTok. I do know that for sure, because they reached out and was like, hey, did you get my package? Did you get that thing that I sent? And I was like, oh no, I received it. I received something, but I haven't opened it up yet. And let's see. We'll go with the note first. This comes from my book talk friend, Toni. It says, thank you for all the great recs. Oh, you're welcome. You're very, very welcome. And she sent me a copy of Hollywood or California Love by Kenya Goree-Bell. I have been, oh my goodness, I just picked up this entire series to read. I believe all of them are on KU. So I am looking forward to jumping into this one. The first book in that series that I'll be reading is Rapper's Delight right here. And this, I believe, is like book 4 of this series. But I'm really excited to read them. I love these covers too. So thank you, Toni, for sending this to me and reminding me that I need to jump in to this series. Alrighty, so let's get into the books that I did read last week for March the 27th through April the 2nd. We're going to start this off. I'm going to tell, yes. I'm going to tell you guys that I start the week off by reading There With You, The Adair Family #2 by Samantha Young. This is a romantic suspense. Give it 4.25 stars, giving it 3.5 Steam fans. Listen to this as an audiobook. There is a major content warning and trigger warnings for SA or sexual assault. There's an age gap. There's a death of a spouse that is talked about. Grief, children dealing with that grief, as well as the spouse dealing with that grief. There is a parentage issue that ends up coming up, stalking and kidnapping. And there's a self-defense scene that's a little graphic. It's actually quite graphic. But we have Regan and we have Thane. Regan is Robin's sister, and if you read the first book, you know that Robin's sister, they have like this sort of relationship that is very not troubled but on the rocks, because they are half sisters. They have the same mother, different fathers, and when they were growing up, Robin was kind of put in the position to be sort of the mother figure, and even though there was a mother around and things like that, but they have things to work out. So this is a full-on epic story where Robin and Regan are working out their issues. Regan is taking care of Thane's kids, who haven't really opened up to anyone. He's very protective of them because Thane is is one of the Adair brothers. I can't remember if he's the older brother to the last character that we met or if he's the middle brother, but he is a brother in the Adair family. And with the events that happened in book number 1, he's very weary about having strangers around his kids and everything like that. And when his kids end up taking to Reagan, like immensely, wanting her around, things like that, he has to sort of fight his feelings about the fact that he wants to like hook up with her. There is about a 7 to 10 year age gap, I think it was. So there's that, but it's all about learning to trust and everything like that, because there were some wrongs done to him from his former spouse who is also dead, and he's dealing with the grief and things like that. I really enjoyed this story. I think I enjoyed this story a little bit more than I enjoyed the first story in the Adair family, just because the first book I think was way too flowery, whereas this one was just the perfect amount of description in the scenes and the scenery and the atmosphere and everything like that, that it didn't bog down the story at all. The next book that I finished reading was Gold Lust, which is Sin number 3 by Aleatha Romig. This is a romantic suspense. It's also giving it 4.75 stars, giving it 4 Steam fans. Had this as an arc. It releases this week, probably the day before I release this video. Well, actually, no, you guys will see this as soon as I get it edited and things like that. So the sneak peek will come out probably on Wednesday. This will come out on Tuesday or as soon as I get it edited for you guys. But yeah, oh my goodness. So we are back with Julia and Van, picking up from the cliffhanger of Green Envy, guys. Whew. Even more twists and turns are coming to you. If you are into this series, if you like Aleatha's twists and turns, she's giving all the twists and turns. And the biggest twist and turn of it all is that this one does end on another cliffhanger because there's a 4th book. This is not just a trilogy. This is a quartet of stories. And I am really looking forward to it because there is another jaw-dropping cliffhanger at the end of this one that just is like, what is going to happen next? We definitely can see that there is going to be a happily ever after. We are less on the sides of the financial aspect of it right now, especially in this one. This one deals with a lot of the family secrets that are being revealed and things that Van needs to tell Julia before they continue on with their life, and all of his secrets are like revealed in this one, and it's crazy. It's so crazy, but it's so good. Devoured it in like 48 hours, and yeah. Woo, so good. The next book that I finished was Truth, which is Sinful number 1 by Trilina Pucci, placing this in contemporary with dark twisted elements. The dark twisted elements don't come in until like the very end. They're hinted at throughout the entire story, and there's a BDSM aspect of it. Yes. Giving this book 4.5 stars, giving it 4.5 Steam fans. It's so steamy. Woo. So good. Listen to it as an audiobook on my Hoopla. There are content warnings for BDSM, sex club, mafia, verbal abuse. It's a little insta-lovey. And some, I said verbal abuse already. So yeah, verbal abuse. So we have Drew, who is a girl boss with a crappy boyfriend. She ends up like getting into this relationship as a girl boss, and then all of a sudden she's like, this is not working for me. She kind of makes herself smaller to fit his needs and stuff like that. But then when she finally figures it out that she needs to just put on her big girl panties and kick his ass to the curb. So when she does that, she's on this bachelorette trip for one of his co-workers' fiancés, and they end up at this sex club, and oof, yeesh, from there. This was such an intriguing read. I read it almost in one sitting in less than 24 hours. That's how addicted I was. I was like, ooh, let me try this out. This cover is absolutely stunning. And it starts off into a dark sort of underworld series. Dominic is our male character, and he has this like darkness about him. You know that. He's an up and up BDSM club owner, but he has some ties somewhere, and you don't know about those ties until the end of the book. And then he also has some family secrets. I'm really looking forward to reading the next book as well, because that deals with Drew's best friend and Dominic's brother. So I'm so excited for it. So excited for it. The next book that I finished reading was Dating Dr. Dill by Nisha Sharma. Placing this in rom-com, giving it 4 stars, giving it 3 Steam fans had this as an arc. It is out. I was able to listen to it as an audiobook through my Scribd subscription. And this is a South Asian author. I believe she is South Asian. She's an Asian author. And this has lots and lots of cultural references to South Asia and that type of cultural references. So we have Karina or Arena, and we have Prim. Karina is a 30-year-old South Asian woman, and she is sort of going through this like sort of life crisis when she turns 30, because her mother has just passed, so they're still dealing with the grief of that. Her father is thinking about selling the house that her mother had built and that she's been taking care of, which means that she may have to sell the car that her mom willed to her and that she's been working on and things like that. Her sister is about to get married, so she has to deal with that whole aspect. The grandmother is all about her, like, kind of guilting her over the fact that she's not married, being the oldest, and like just kind of making her feel bad. So she ends up helping her sister, who is an influencer, and they go to the Dr. Dill show, and Prim is the host of that. However, come to find out, Karina and Dr. Dill kind of made out on her birthday, and from there for me, it was too much of a slow burn for the fact that they kept interacting without actually like doing like the fake dating thing. Like, she always had this extra side like thing going on with sort of her aunties that kept getting her dates, and she kept going on other dates instead of just doing the fake dating with Prim. And I was just like, oh my God, can we just realize that you want to date him and just do that and see where that goes? And it was really kind of frustrating. But overall, there were some laughs in it. There's a lot of cultural references, which I enjoyed, getting to see a different side of a new culture or a different culture. And yeah, there's that. So then the final book that I read last week was A Lowcountry Bride by Preslaysa Williams. I can't pronounce her name. Placing this in contemporary, I guess. I actually am DNFing this book, or DNF this book, at 38%, giving it 2.5 stars, giving it 1 Steam fan. It's not steamy at all. I had it as an ARC. I was able to listen to it as an audiobook on Scribd. This is a Black author, and there are content warnings all over this. So we have the mass shooting, i.e. the church shooting that happened in Charleston, South Carolina, that is mentioned ad nauseum. You never forget that one of our characters has been affected by this mass shooting. We have, or actually 2 of the characters. Then those 2 characters are constantly bringing it up. When our 3rd character finds out that that they were involved or had ties to that mass shooting, then it's continually brought up. We have a character that has a chronic illness of sickle cell. The awareness I appreciate, but the constant talking about it ad nauseum was overwhelming. Then we have the fact that um, our male character Derek is a single dad, and the feelings, although I understand the feelings of the teenager that he is raising now alone because of the mass shooting, 38%, and I was just tired of hearing about all of the trauma that these characters have gone through. So then we have Maya. Maya is our biracial female character who is a dress designer in New York. However, her father takes a pretty bad fall, and he needs to, or she comes down, she goes to South Carolina to take care of him, and that's where she meets Derek. He owns a wedding dress shop, and she needs a job, and then it was just yeah, and not for me. Not for me whatsoever. And the fact that they're like, ooh, I think I like him, but I don't know. I can't like him. No, I shouldn't like him. I was like, oh, I can't like her, and I shouldn't like her, and she's the only one that kind of tickles my fancy, and da. And then I went and looked at some of the reviews and found that it's a clean romance, period. There's no spicy, sexy times in it whatsoever, and that's probably why I'm so stinking bored with it, which is why I'm DNFing it. So what am I currently reading? I am currently reading Carter's Flame, which is Rescue 4 #2 by Tiffany Patterson, as well as, am I reading another book? I don't think I am. But of course I will be reading more books this week. Woo! So that's a long one. Sorry guys, but I hope you enjoyed that wrap up. Let me know down in the comment section if any of those make, tickle your fancy in the covers or the way that I described them or my thoughts or anything like that. Make sure that you are checking out Veda video every day in April. I'm dropping those videos every single day at 9 a.m. over on the YouTube channel. If you could, or if you would like to help my son with his swim dreams, he is throwing a fundraiser right now. That link will be down there as well. Other than that, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for supporting my Patreon, and I will see you in another video. If you're going